Hey guys, this is ShyGamerMaile, and welcome back to Twilight Princess HD. Last time we solved the Goron Mines / Fire Temple and helped out the Goron Elder, or Chieftain, however they like to call him, Darbus. We freed him from the influence of the Second Fuse Shadow. Then, after we cleared that, the Shaman of Kakariko Village told us that we needed to head to the Lanayru region in order to clear that area of Twilight. So that's what we're going to do this episode, and it'll probably be our final Tears of Light section. And it's a pretty lengthy one, too. But before we head there, we need to head into, Barnes Bombs, because there's a road blockage over by in that general area that needs to be cleared, and you can't do it any other way except with bombs. So now we have to buy some bombs from Barnes in order to clear up that area. We need 120 rupees. Luckily we collected a bunch of rupees in the mines, so we can just spend. Got our bomb bag. We can head out. Righty. Get up some momentum. Jeez, Epona sometimes just doesn't jump. I found her easier to control in the older Zelda game. Ocarina of Time, she was a lot easier to control in that one, I think. In this, it kind of feels like she's a little floaty. Although, you know, one of the hardest video game horses to, like, control is Aggro from Shadow of the Colossus. But it wasn't that he was difficult, it was like he didn't control like a typical video game horse. Because usually when you get, like, a horse or a car in a game, you just kind of point them in the direction, and they'll follow you whenever you want them to. They'll go in whatever direction you want them to. They're basically... the video game horses are basically like cars. They drive and handle really easily. Except for Epona in this game, she's kind of like a tank. But Aggro controls like a legit horse. I think he has AI, because if you try and lead him like you lead Epona or other game horses, he kind of fights you. So what you generally need to do with Aggro is kind of just let him steer himself. You point him in a direction, and then he'll steer for you. Kind of. So you can be a lot more hands-off with Aggro. You don't... If you try and harsh arm Aggro into going in a direction, like you constantly try to lead him with the analog stick, he gets upset and he slows down. So you just point Aggro in a direction and you gently tilt the analog stick and Aggro goes in that direction. I kind of think that's something that more games with horses should do. It's kind of neat in a way. It kind of made me buy the thought that Aggro was a real horse more. I need to beat them more evenly. The thing is, 2, 3. There we go. It's a little trickier to do that in human form because you can't lay down a nice field of darkness like you can as a wolf, but speaking of Shadow of the Colossus, I am like so jazzed that a remake of that is coming for the PS4 because that means, guys, that we can do that on this channel. And I really am working on a way to record retro games because there are a couple retro games that don't get enough credit that I think you guys would absolutely love if you like the Persona series and things like that. But the games that I have in mind simply don't get enough love. And I'd really like to give them a little bit of exposure and show the companies that made them that, yeah, people really enjoyed these games even if they didn't sell as well as, you know, a Final Fantasy or something. Anyway. Ah, we're finally here. There's only one fused shadow left. So this is the last of the Twilight you'll see, I guess. Whether or not you accomplish your final task and survive is up to you. So what will you do? Alright. Let's go on up. Want me to let you into the Twilight? Yes! Let's go, Midna. Let's clear this last section. What a shame that this is the last of the Twilight. I had become so fond of seeing it covering this world. Or is it really the last you'll see? So shall we get going? Hint hint, it's not the last of the Twilight you'll see. But we won't necessarily be in wolf form again the next time we see it. You guys will see. Alright, we have a new scent. It is Ilya's thigh pouch. But Miles, can you at least promise me this? Just come home safely. Forget the youth scent and learn a new smell? Yep. Scent of Ilya. You smell the girl, don't you? I can tell by the look on your face. Well, good. It's another clue then. But this scent could be quite old. I wonder if she's still alright. Just gonna keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Let's go. Goodness gracious. Okay guys, I have a dog and a cat, so if sometimes you hear like a jingling in the background of my videos, it's my dog or my cat asking for attention, and they always seem to want it when I am recording. So I have a cat winding around my feet and trying to climb up into my lap, which isn't good when I'm trying to record, especially when I have a gamepad in my lap too. Hey, haven't we seen this castle before? So we finally made it back here. Well, only a little farther, so hang in there. Or I like to say, but the going's a lot harder from here on out. Alright, let's get started. This is gonna bring us, this scent trail is gonna bring us right into Hyrule Castle town. You know, I originally played this game on the GameCube because I didn't get a Wii at the beginning of the game's life cycle, or at the beginning of the console's life cycle. Usually, this generation was really strange for me. Usually, if I'm going to buy a console, I buy at the end of a generation because by then all the hardware kinks and stuff have been worked out and I have a full selection of games to choose from. But, so, like, the fact that I got a PS4 and a Switch... I got a PS4, like, 2 years into the game, into the console's life cycle. I can't remember if it was, like, 2 or 3 years in. But the fact that I actually got them before the end of the console life cycle is, like, highly unusual for me. So... I had a GameCube, so that's what I got the game on. And the original game, the Twilight Realm, has this kind of misty, kind of foggy quality, and it really added to the atmosphere of the game. I just loved that so much. It made the Twilight Realm feel kind of otherworldly. But now that they've, like, upgraded the game to this version, it's lost that misty, hazy quality, and it makes it feel a lot less otherworldly, and I kind of miss that. But you know, that's just one person's opinion. Maybe you guys like this kind of upgrade. Actually, it's kind of funny. The story of how I got my Wii is funny. I had actually been, the only consoles I usually collect within a generation are, or the only ones I, like, make an effort to collect every generation are Nintendo consoles. So, like, I had, like I said, I intended to pick up the Wii at the end of the life cycle, and I kind of did get it towards the end. Ilya! But this boy, can you save him? Alright, little lady, try to settle down, okay? I just now sent for the doctor. But this is strange, a child of the Zoras. I wonder if this is at all related to the incident the soldiers were talking about in back. Oh, what an emotional reunion! Yes, a girl and her wolf. Sorry, but you know how it goes. These folks can't see you either. So we're just gonna steal a look at this map. I've received orders from above to investigate why we can't go to the Spirit Spring in Lake Helia. Got that? We need to make our way to Lake Helia to unlock the Tears of Light section in here. So I intended to wait until, like, Nintendo's next console, which would be the Wii U, had been announced before I picked up a Wii. But my dad actually went to a company meeting of some sort. And they were holding a raffle, and he noticed that there was, like, a gamer's bundle sort of thing available, and it was a dual bundle of a PlayStation 3 and a Wii. So other people had many more tickets than my father did, because I guess they based the number of tickets you got based on the amount of work you did or something like that. And, well, no, it wasn't based on that. It was, I think it was a charity thing, actually. I think, so, my father bought, like, you know, just a couple tickets so that he could donate to something, right? It was like the basic thing. And he really hadn't intended to like win anything, but he saw the consoles and thought of me, which was very kind of him. You know? He saw the consoles and he thought of me. So he decided to take his very, very limited ticket funds. Hey, do you smell anything funny? And bet on that gamer's bundle. And he just happened to win the poll. And so we had a free PlayStation 3 and Wii. And he gave those over to me. Oh no, we're trapped! Get out of there! All we need to do, really, is to take this and push it over, and then we can jump into Lake Helia. I know it's probably Hylia, but Helia just sounds better to me. Phew, that was a close one. We're lucky there was a puddle down below, huh? So this is Lake Helia, but there's so little water. It sounds like the spirit's spring should be somewhere around here as well. Anyway, let's take a look around. I was gonna say, I think it was for charity. The drop in water has been faster than predicted, but this Lake Helia will dry up. It's a race against time. I'm too old for this. Fire and Falby's watertop land of fantastication. It's our grand reopening at our new lake bottom location. Yeah, nice lake. Don't lakes have more, I don't know, water? Did the Zoras who live upriver do something? Or is it a curse from that spirit that floats around up there? Whatever, it's not like I can go up and complain. That's way too high. Was that a customer? Yikes, it's a monster! I wonder how those monsters look like in the real world, if they're like... they look like what they look like to us, or if they look like bokoblins or something. Boss fight! Okay. Wow, okay. I need it to come down and attack me. Try as you might, you will not hit me. Actually, you probably will hit me more, but I can pretend, right? Truth is, if the raffle had been by meritocracy, I think my father would have gotten more tickets than he claimed he actually did. Because my father was pretty good at what he did. Darn. I knew that you would get me sometime. The PlayStation 3 I actually got from that bundle. It was so sad. I was looking forward to playing all the PlayStation 3 games, but it got a red screen of death, and when I contacted Sony to fix it, they told me that I was going to have to, that the only way that they could fix it without a charge. Hey, stop it. I'm your new master now. Settle down. Hey, why don't we use this guide to get us all the way to the lake's water source? They told me if I wanted to fix it, I would have to use the warranty, and the bundle didn't come with the receipt that the raffle people had to buy it, so they wouldn't let me access the warranty even though we told them that we had gotten the PlayStation as a gift. So the price to get it fixed was actually the price to get the PlayStation fix would have been as much as the cost of a new PlayStation. So we basically had to give it away to someone who wanted to tinker with it a little more. I'm not very tech savvy, and someone told me he wanted to try to fix it himself, so I just gave it to that person. I think it ended up not working out for him in the end, though. I think it was beyond saving at that point. Yay, we made it to the top. We're gonna have to do that again, believe it or not. Maybe multiple times. Ah, we're already here? That bird turned out more useful than I expected. Well then, where's the village of the Zoras? Let's look for it. It's getting cold. Hurry up. I mean, what are those Zoras up to anyway? The rivers run totally dry, right? I can't work like this. Ugh. Cold. I miss my fur coat. Okay. I don't think there's a way I could get to the other side. From here, yep. We have to go to Zora's domain first. What is it with Zora's domain and getting frozen over? Oh, hey, what's going on here? I thought it was getting colder, but who would have thought that it would be all frozen? This is Zora Village, right? Why don't I see any then? Well, anyway, let's check things out. Let's find the Zoras. I know, because if this is anything like Ocarina of Time, they are probably beneath the ice right now. Get that guy out of the way so I won't be attacked. Alrighty. First time's a charm. Did that help? Ugh, I hate when this happens. It's like it's scripted. I've never had it where I haven't fallen down on that part before. Because of that stupid, icicle. It's especially annoying when hearts are so scarce in the Twilight realm. Second time. Probably have to wait a little bit before I jump or something. But I'm always so hasty. I have to go find a heart container suit. Because I don't want to listen to the beeping. Hopefully one of these guys has some parts I can pick up. Probably not. There's one! Do you have one too? Come on. Come here. Come here. There we go. Yes, thank you. Another of these sections. Ugh. Hate it when they close off one of them. We'll get rid of this guy really quick. And then we'll get rid of these two on the other side. Boom, boom. Done. It's so much easier when there's only 3 of them. Otherwise you have to kind of calculate other things. A portal has opened here too. We can finally warp. If you want to breathe the air of the world of light for a moment, let me know. I'll take you there. Alright. Judging by the fact that you can see all these souls down here, I bet you know what happened to the Zora. They are completely frozen over, just like an ocarina of time, beneath a thick sheet of ice. Those are the Zoras! Wow, this is really strange. What in the world happened? Hey, what do you want to do? We can't just leave them like this. I think we need to all we need to do is thaw them out. It does us no good to just stand here thinking. Let's leave and come back later. Portal should work for us. We need to find a way to melt the ice and then come back here later. That is very easy, my dear friend Midna, because there just so happens to be a giant hot rock from Death Mountain's volcano that we can use to help out our Zora friends. Right here. This thing has been here for a while, but it's still pretty hot. Warp. Now we're gonna bring it all the way up here and help out our Zora friends. And crash. We've helped out our friends here. Looks like it heated up the water. That rock heated up the water too. knew that something so dangerous would come in handy? Alright, the Zoras are safe now, so let's go. The ice melted and restored the water flow to normal. Can we finally meet the spirit of Lake Hylia? Let's take a look at these guys first. Cough. Huff, huff. They'll be fine in a few. Wait! Please, you must allow me to thank you for revitalizing both my people and this spring, which is the water source for all the lands of Hyrule. In life, I was the elder of this Zora village and the queen of my people. I was called Rutella. Not to be rude, but we didn't exactly do it for you guys. The Dark Ones, they raided this village and, as a message to my people, executed me before them. Young man, you who take the form of a proud beast, I have something to ask of you. When the Dark Ones descended upon our village, I sent my young one, Rallis, to Hyrule Castle to inform Princess Zelda of our fate. But I fear danger followed him from this doomed place. I feel it, his presence grows fainter to me over time. But my time in this world has passed, and though I would give it gladly, I no longer have a life to risk in his rescue. Please, would you save my dearest, Prince Rallis? If you do this thing, I will bestow upon you the protection of water. This power will grant you the ability to swim and respire in very deep water as if you were a Zora. Please, save my son. So if we help her, she'll grant you the power to swim in deep water like a Zora, huh? So, what do you say, hero? Oh, but now that I think about it, I don't suppose you should meet the prince as a wolf, huh? Ehe. So, no hurry to return you to the world of light then, huh? Looks like the shock of the impact not only raised the water level, but sped up the flow, too. This water should flow all the way down to the lake. Why don't you let it take you there? Okay. Whee! Ugh, aren't you awake yet? Look, we got washed all the way down to Lake Hylia, just as I predicted. And it looks like we're right in front of the Spirit Spring to boot. Talk about lucky. Well, let's go, snap out of it, and get to the Spirit. I am the last of the spirits of light consumed by Twilight. Hero, chosen one of the gods, you have done well to make it this far. Gather my scattered tears of light that were stolen by shadow. Gather them in this. You got the Vessel of Light. It's crucial to collecting the Tears of Light. If you fill it with Tears of Light, you will be able to cut through the twilight and return light to this place. To see the evils that hold the Tears of Light, use your senses. I am sure you know by now the forms that these dark insects take when they steal our light. In the shadow realm of Twilight, the insects are invisible like the humans of this world. Collect my light, lift the final cloud of twilight that threatens to cover all of Hyrule. Alrighty, so since this Tears of Light section is going to be pretty long, I'm going to stop the video right here, and then in the next episode we will do our Tears of Light. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. I deeply appreciate it, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, that you have an extremely pleasant day, whether it be, you know, day or night, wherever. So let's do another Zelda-related question this episode. Last time, we talked about, I believe, who is your favorite companion in the Zelda universe. So this time, let's ask, what is your favorite Zelda race? You can say it's the Hylians, you can say it's the Zora, you can say it's the Rito, or maybe the Gorons. Personally, my favorite are the Gorons because they're so big and tough and lovable, and they try to like solve everything with brute force. They're just like the Krogan of the Zelda universe, and honestly, let me be honest, in Mass Effect, the Krogan are absolutely my favorite race. But what is your favorite Zelda race from any game? So, if you like the Zora and like A Link Between Worlds or something like that, you know, not the conventional Zora, but you know, the green ones that kind of look like Kappa monsters, then tell me. And, you know, just give me like a reason or something like that. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. This is ShyGamerMaile signing out. Bye, guys!